What's up guys, it's Beeboy here, and welcome back to another Fortnite Sidekick showcase. So, we're going back to some of the ones I missed earlier, and today we're checking out Doggo Jr. So, we're going to look at all of this guy's customization options, as well as check out every single one of his animations in-game. So, before we get started, please consider using supporter creator code Beeboy in the Fortnite item shop if you're buying the Sidekicks, Doggo Jr., really anything. It would mean the world to me. But with that being said, let's get into all of Doggo Jr.'s customization options. Alright, so let's take a look at his one-time appearance customization. So first off, we have the base color. So we have wheat, we have cream, we have chocolate, black, and silver. And then for the accent, we also have those same colors: wheat, cream, chocolate, black, and silver. Then for the eyes, there are three options. There's brown, blue, and then there's gold. Then there's also pattern options. So you have no pattern all off. You have the Merle pattern, so he's all spotted there. And then you have the Sable pattern, where he kind of has this gradient on him. And then finally, just like Peels and some of the other sidekicks, you have a build option. So you have the default build, and then you have the chunky build. Alright, for me personally, this was hard. I was going through this for a while, but I think I'm going to go the cream color, the chocolate accent, the blue eyes, and then the Sable pattern. I think that looks nice. And then just the regular build. So there we go. Once again, once you lock this in, you will no longer be able to change his appearance. And then you can give him a name right after that. So there we go. Doggo Jr. is ready to go with you. Alright, so here we have him in the locker. And let's go ahead and now check out all of his styles and accessories. So Doggo Jr. has 8 rewards, which I'll go over later. But he has 3 different hoodies you can get. So you have the Doggo Classic, which matches the Doggo skin. You have the Paws and Hearts one. And then finally, you get the bony black and white hoodie. All of these look really cool. I love the hoodie on him. Then for reaction, you can use all of the ones you've unlocked from your other sidekicks. But then with this guy, you can also unlock the bright pink heart. There it is there. It's pretty classic, like basic one. And then here is his emote called the butterfly. That's a funny one. I really like that one a lot. That's pretty cool. You get the butterfly, obviously, from a lot of the Fortnite events. Alright, so to unlock those rewards, and then you can also unlock some others, these are his quests. So first off, you unlock the Doggo's loading screen, then the bright pink heart reaction, then the Doggo Classic hoodie, the OMG Doggo emoticon, the Paws and Hearts hoodie, the banner icon, the bony black and white hoodie, and then finally the emote. So you'll unlock these just by playing with Doggo Jr. equipped. Alright, so here we have him in the lobby, sitting right there, little pug. Let's get into the game and check out all of his animations now. Alright, so here we are in-game. He looks awesome. He's very small. I feel like probably around Peel's size, but it is cool to see the size variations in a lot of these sidekicks. Let's go ahead and pet him for his first animation. Aww. There he is there. Comes up mostly like all the other dogs. Here's him running. And he's like walking around. There he is. He just got this tongue out. He does like some breathing sounds as well. I don't know if you can hear that. Oh, there he barks. Alright, let's go and... He keeps barking. Let's go and see if we can get our first celebration animation. There he is. Spins in the circle, bounces around. I feel like that is very similar to one we've seen before on one of the other dogs. Alright, let's try and see if we can get the second one here. Okay, gets up and pats his paws. Okay, this is definitely very similar to one we've seen. I forget which one it is, but we've definitely seen something just like those. Alright, yeah, so I just looked back. Those celebrations are definitely extremely similar to Bonesy's, which, I mean, it makes sense. They're both dogs. It is a little bit disappointing that they are, like, so similar. But at the end of the day, I don't know what else they could do. But just keep that in mind when purchasing this one. He is going to have a lot of similar animations to Bonesy, at least for the celebrations. In terms of his idol poses, they are very different here. I love how he just like wags his tail, has his tongue out, and he definitely has his own unique sounds. Let's go ahead and try out the attacking animation now. Let's see. Oh, there he is, all angry. I love that. That is a really cool one. Look how mad he is. Oh, wait. He just did a whole bark attack. This guy's idols are very cool. He's been doing like a lot of different barking and turning his head. I feel like they put a lot of effort into that. I am loving to see all the different dog breeds they are doing, and I know they're coming out with even more, and I'm excited to see the cats as well, because I know we're getting cats soon. I hope they do Empress and Kaio. And I just want to say, low-key shout out to the Epic animation team, because every single one of these sidekicks we've checked out so far have so much personality. Like, this guy just has a ton of personality, just this curious little happy dog, and it's like that's completely different than some of the other sidekicks, which is super cool. We got our first op. Whoa! Oh man, oh man. Might need to hop out of here. Get me out of there. Alright, while we're over here, let's go ahead and check out his dancing animation.
What the dog doing?
So there he goes. He bobs his head. This is again very similar to Peels and Bonesy, so keep that in mind. And again, I mean, there is only so much you can do with the dogs, but it would have been cool to just see another dancing animation. I'm interested to see what Spikes is as well, because I know he's also a dog. Alright, while we're safe over... Nope. Oh, I was about to say while we're safe. We are not. I have no shield. I should not have pushed this. But we ball. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. No! Ah, what? Why did I do that?
Oh. You stupid.
Alright, so I am going to get into another game to show off his sitting animation as well as his knocked animation. But I did just want to show here. Here's Bonesy in the locker. Jump up and then pats his paws against the ground. And then here's Doggo. Does very similar. It is slightly different. It definitely is slightly different, but it is very similar. Same with Peels here. He'll do that spin and then jump back and forth. And then, yeah, sometimes Doggo does pretty much that exact same thing. So they are reusing a few of the animations here, which, I mean, it makes sense. They're both dogs, but it would have been cool to see something different on some of these animations. All right, let's start off by just sitting AFK to see if we can get his sitting animation. So this will take just a minute, and he should sit down.
Bruh.
Okay, there he goes. So he's just sitting down there, pretty much what you'd expect. Oh, he turns his head around. That's pretty silly. So there he is, a little bit up close there. Oh, and he raises his paw too and smiles. That's pretty good. I like that a lot. All right, let's check out his emoticon animation as well. Turns his head there, just like the other dogs. Oh, turns it both ways. Very confused. I love this guy's facial expressions. I think that's the best part of this guy. Oh. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and check out the knocked animation. So there you go. Puts his head down. All sad. Oh, he's got... See, his facial expressions can also be so sad. Look at his eyebrows. His big eyebrows and his puppy dog eyes. That is the best part of this guy, for sure. And there we go with the celebration. And here's his size comparison with Peels. He is even smaller than Peels, actually, it looks like. So, a very tiny little pug here. I like him a lot. Alright, so I think that's every animation on Doggo Jr. Let's get back to the lobby and wrap this up. Okay, so that is the full showcase of Doggo Jr. I think this guy's really cool. I will say, it is a little bit disappointing that the dogs kind of seem to have very, very similar celebrations. But this guy still has a lot of unique animations to himself, and I think the best ones are definitely like his idle pose, the knock animation, and just like all his just silly little quirks of sticking his tongue out. And I mean, just what he's doing on the side there, I think is great. So for 1,500 V-Bucks, is this guy worth it? Well, he has 3 different like customization style hoodies. He has 8 different rewards, so that's definitely good for the price. He also has a ton of customization. So the one downside to this guy is just the very similar animations. If you already own Peels or Bonesy, it is going to be very similar. But if you really like pugs, I say go for it. I think this guy's awesome. Got a ton of personality, ton of rewards, super cool. So, with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. Please consider using code Beeboy in the item shop. It would literally mean the world to me. Like this video if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new, and I will see you guys in the next video. Oh, what is going on here? What are you doing? What are these emotes? This guy's doing emotes I've never even seen in my life.